And next up on the right side, we're passing by a very special tree. This is our copper beech tree. It is one of the very first trees the garden planted when they were building it in 1965. They estimate it is between 80 and 100 years old. And the very first group of trees they planted when they first started building the garden is coming up on your right side here. This is our buckeye tree collection. Now buckeye trees get the name from the nut they produce, which is a round brown nut, and it looks like the eye of a male deer, hence the name. And next up on the right side is our fruit and vegetable island. There's a lot of exciting things growing on that island. We grow over 700 different types. In 2012, we had to completely drain that lake of all its water, so it looked just like a big, huge mud hole. And we had to do that because the shoreline was eroding into the lake. So we fixed that right up. We planted a bunch of native water-loving plants on the shoreline. And then it took us 33 days to refill that lake right back up. In the middle here, we have two large oak trees. We have a white oak and a red oak. Now what's the difference between the two? Well, the white oak tree has rounded tip leaves, and the red oak has pointed tip leaves. So they're kind of triangle format there. Now those are going to grow to be over 150 feet tall. We just think they're gorgeous. They look like guardians of our North Lake. Now I'm pointing that out because willow trees are the signature tree of our garden. We have over 170 different types of willow trees and shrubs that grow here. They are water-loving plants, and well, we've got a lot of water here, so they are very happy to grow in our garden. And now we're crossing our North Weir, and we're coming up to the first stop of our tour, the Registein Learning Center. There is a lot to see at this stop. Coming up on your right through the trees, you can kind of see our outdoor amphitheater. And it's pretty cool to check out because there's also a boardwalk over there that goes out over our lake. And there you can observe our fish, aquatic plants, and lots of water bugs. They look like tiny little fans. Ginkgo trees are so interesting because they have found fossilized ginkgo leaves next to fossilized dinosaur bones. So that makes ginkgo trees our most ancient. One is called Bird Island, literally just for the birds. So we have a lot of ducks and geese that live out there. We also have herons, egrets, and migratory birds that stop by to visit. Now we're going through our parking lot area. You may have noticed a bunch of construction as you walk through the garden today. That is because we are building a new welcome plaza and a new picnic lane, which will be overlooking the Japanese garden. They are almost done with it all, so we're pretty excited about that opening up soon. Up on the right side is the crown jewel of our garden. This is our Japanese garden, Sanctuary, the island of green gardens. The first island you see there on the right is Horizon, the island of everlasting happiness. It's modeled after a mythical island, which is said to be reserved only for the souls of the immortals. Legend also has it, it was built on top of a sea turtle's back. So if any mortal dared to get on that island, the sea turtle could rise up, swim away, and take the island with it. The Scotch Pond trees on the island are groomed in such a manner called cloud top pruning. They do that for a couple of reasons. To to make them look far away and unattainable, and make them look old, because the Japanese revere things that look old, as if clouds are hovering over the island. Island of the Auspicious Cloud. This island features a beautiful collection of evergreen trees, and the paths are designed in a hidden and revealed style. And what we're actually crossing is called a weir. A weir is a small dam that separates two distinct bodies of water. In this case, the Skokie River to our left and our lake system to the right. And that leads us to our Dixon Prairie section. This is where we recreated 6 different types of prairies. The first one we're entering is called a Savannah Prairie. Savannah prairies can be found between woodlands and water. Now, prairies usually feature just one species of tree, which is a bur oak tree. There's one to the right side of the tram. Bur oak trees are the lone tree of the prairie because they have a corky-like bark, which makes them fire resistant to prairie fire. And across the water to your right is Marsh Island. That's our example of a wet prairie. Now check out those mud flats to the left here. That is prime bird watching area. The heron and egrets love to hang out there and do all their fishing. And next up on the right side, on the shoreline of our lake, is our sand dunes and swales, which are the marshy areas in between the sand dunes. Next up on the right side is one of our 10 art installations I was telling you about. This one is called the Rookery by Doherty. The structure is made up completely of tree saplings and willow branches. You can walk around it, through it, inside it. It's pretty cool to explore. It does chime every hour on the hour, and during the summers we have bell concerts. Next up on the right side is a beautiful overlook of our Great Basin, which features our Serpentine Bridge, our Arch Bridge in the background, popular place for picnics. And once you cross Serpentine Bridge, you will make your way onto our main island, where we have a woodland walking path and a sensory garden. We often see deer hanging out around the river down there. Island. This one is called Spider Island. No, it's not covered in spiders. It was named after a donor's wife whose nickname was Spider. She was such a nature lover, she wouldn't even harm a spider, so that's what everyone called her.